Matthew, thanks for being in London. What's your take on nations wanting to ban therapeutic choice?
Yes, it seems to be a common trend these days. I think the way it is being done is very subtle. We are using a term called conversion therapy, which is very misleading, misunderstood. I think people think of potentially even electric shocks and really harmful practices.
Things that the church never did.
Exactly, precisely. And I think the church is still growing to this day in terms of understanding sexual orientation and just coming out of homosexual practices and how to minister to such people. But I think people should have the freedom to choose whichever help they deem is right and fitting for them. And I think any governmental intrusion is completely out of order. And so I think we should support professionals as well, pastors who are helping, actively helping and giving real and practical solutions for people with unwanted same-sex desires. I think we should be fighting in this time for religious freedom, and it is being threatened in Europe. It is being threatened in America, in different continents in the world. And this is a time for us to unite, to come together, and to say we are Christians and we want to protect our faith and be active about it.
Tell us how the laws in Malta have impacted on you. So in 2016, Malta banned so called gay conversion therapy or therapeutic choice, basically. Now, you were a man who didn't particularly look for therapy. Has the law, nevertheless, impacted on you?
Yes, I think it's a combination of things. I think the law, the lawmakers, and the media are working together to stigmatize ex-gay people and make them look like terrorists, actually, pretty much, and people who are trying to cause confusion and harm and all of this stuff. The truth is that we were definitely labeled in Malta as being homophobic. We were publicly accused and really put to shame in a very malicious way. And I think this is what we should be talking about. Who is discriminating? And where is the equality? Where is equality in terms of being free to speak, being free to share one's story? I think it's very alarming.
What would you say then to lawmakers in Germany and in Spain who are contemplating going in the same direction as Malta has gone?
Yeah, I think the aftershocks of such an earthquake is real, and there are terrible consequences. And the thing is that it just keeps escalating, and they are trying to come up with new initiatives, new ways to infiltrate. And I think we are exalting a minority over other minorities in an alarming way. And so I think that we need to see the bigger picture, the fuller picture. We cannot be short sighted. This is not a time to just be superficial about it and say it's about equality. It's about. It's a larger, it's a broader agenda, and I think we need to read between the lines and not be gullible anymore. We need to open our eyes and see it for what it is.
And finally, Matthew, what would you say to anybody out there today who is in a similar position to where you may have been, looking for truth and wanting to go forward in a different way and, in fact, leave the homosexual life?
Right. In my case, I did that to honor God in my life. But for others, it might simply be just not being happy about, same-sex attractions, not being able to sustain a family with a person of the opposite sex, and that brings them unhappiness in their lives. So it's broader than just the Christian faith. But for me, I've gone through seasons in my Christian walk of transformation, and it has been like the sun that gets brighter and brighter during the day. That has been my journey walking with Christ, and I can say that I've gone from being happy to be single for all my life to now actually looking forward to finding the woman of my life. And there's just an openness that has been created that is amazing and that is making me feel as a powerful man, the powerful man that I have been called to be. And I feel like more than ever I have found my purpose and my destiny in my Christian faith. And I am grateful that I can celebrate my story and share it with the rest of the world. It really brings hope to thousands of people who have unwanted same-sex desires and want to move away.
Matthew Grech, thank you so much for being here today. And I'm Mike Davidson from Voices of the Silenced outside the German Embassy in London. Thanks for being with us today.